Greetings, Southern Cameroonians. I hope say everything they okay now. I hope so. My volume they okay? May we check. Are they under serious attack? Serious attack. For the past days, I the one can live. My video the only crack. If it everything they okay, make gonna try for inform me. I want to see if some people will comment so that you know. Greetings, divide both. It's okay now. Super, that's good. If it breaks off, you let me know. If you go off, you let me know. Greetings once again, and fellow Southern Cameroonians. Oh, wanna be welcome. Welcome. The attack on me on this past day is never the easy. Let's say that if he shut my voice down, but then if he shut me down, because I go always fight them back. I be don't tell them say, if you try for contact me, for corrupt me, you not succeed, you not fit destroy me. You not fit destroy me. They not fit destroy my voice, because my voice, not the voice of my ancestors. They cannot destroy my voice. Many series of things that don't happened where I would like us to make we talk. But before we talk, may I get my water? Make una click share. Thank you, Itwe. Thank you. No, well, it's not an attack. We don't need to go on attacks. Don't think about attack. The one thing in life is most of us like things to go smoothly. No, things must not go smoothly all the time. Most of us who support the interim government, when I like how make things go smoothly. Things don't go smoothly when it concerns blood. You understand? Things don't go that way, and I will explain many things to you. And Abdul Karim too, I will talk to Abdul Karim on this my live show. I will explain plenty of things for now. But the interim government, we know they are trying their best. They know they pay nobody for the revolution. But things not go smoothly. Every government, Barack Obama will get problems. Donald Trump get problems. Even those who vote you into your presidency, they will come for you. If you don't know the meaning of leadership, leadership doesn't mean pride. Leadership doesn't mean adoration. Leadership means service. That's why president is paid. But in our revolution, a president is not paid. In our revolution, it's a free will. So, but even though it's a free will, leadership means to serve. You know, when we come out Cameroon, Southern Cameroon and Bazonia, we get a different sense about things. Yeah, we mostly take things in the other perspective. No, before you want to understand something, if you want to enter for a position, you get to know. Leadership means serve. Leadership means you'll be thrown all blames. You'll be thrown all accusations. Yeah, leadership means you be the man who carry the burden of the nation. If people understand the meaning of leadership, nobody want to become a president. You know what the ideology of una just see leadership. Most of la republic don't destroy una brain. Una they mostly see leadership na a source of becoming rich and embezzlement and thievery. Yes. Now, so most of them, that's why you see Seseku doesn't want to leave the team. That's why you see some county chairs, even in the LGS and county, when they change them from their position, they don't want to change. It's just been unfortunate that my Facebook be done to get small wahala before I don't just try operate now, come off for some site. Some person don't there for my back, they crack my video, the man not try come. Like if I don't come all scenes can put on some things for on a brain. But you get to know, even me Prince J cannot come. I've been with you all. So if Sunday you not see me, you too have to follow my words. I never ever I never ever direct una for some play way when I don't regret. Since when this revolution start, I have to be proud of myself, and by the grace of my ancestors. Since I started this revolution, I don't deal with pure mind. I've served you all. I never look money. Some people they coach me say stupid. Say other people don't collect money, millions. I the block people them where they want give me money. But yes, I cannot compromise myself. Where I did, God don't bless me. No money where you go fit give me, go fit make me feel okay. No. So I will go on build the audience, and I go start shortly for break plenty things to now. I go break everything about Abdul Karim, the revolution, about everything. It's not about collaboration. Somebody came out and say Prince J talk about collaboration. Collaboration is not about force. Collaboration is an, how can I put it? It's a self-conscious reawakening of your mind. That's why I tell you that diasporans, I don't care what they say. And I'll go to Dr. Abdul Karim's post, which he just made. He has the right to say that. Yes, he has the right. And those who are here, if you are a leader, you need to understand he has the right to say that. But let me tell you, collaboration means compromise. Collaboration means compromise. That's why I've told you all that these people so-called diaspora and leaders are fake. Because none of them want to compromise. Their egos and pride don't even merit them to become gatekeepers, gate men in Amazonia. Most of these people you call leaders. Most. Because when you talk about leadership, you talk about collaboration. When you talk about leadership, you talk about compromisation. But most of them, they don't want to compromise their pride, neither their groups or whatever. And when you go to the interim government, as I've always told you, is not a group. No. The interim government is not a group. I will repeat it to you today, tomorrow. Just like how my grandfather, Pamolan Jolin Tumbe, always used to tell La Republique that Southern Cameroonians and La Republique don't have no document combining them together. Jumba no be married. I will still tell you every day, this interim government is not a group. It is a government. Please, let's build this audience. I have many things to talk to you all. May we build the audience. You see, now the reason why you see La Republique, they always like to attack me. I don't tell when I say, ask yourself, I know they get 1,000 views, but the small audience why they get La Republique, don't they attack me every day? They try to contact me, I don't deny. I don't tell when I before for this revolution, say if they get for find some person, me, Prince J, I for don't go since my grandpapa be being a politician, he worked for that government, even before Biawa ever think for become president. My grandfather worked there. So if they want to find all them, they know me very, very well. But they cannot, because I don't tell them, say, the one greatest thing of a man is to take his people out of bondage. Moses, most of them go church. Moses became the true leader of Israel because he liberated Israel out of bondage with Joshua and Caleb. They took them out. So what be the need? When I don't see pictures for the good airports, them, the deep sea port, them, in those days. But look what we get now, ramshacks. So Southern Cameroonians, Abdul Karim, it's speaking out of the mind of a patriotic citizen. That's it. You know, the one thing I always tell you I don't like with some of us is that when we don't have the power to convince. Most of una for those who una support interim government, una just think like say leadership. We will not build that kind of bias leadership. We will not build that kind of bias leadership. Not be you will build, for instance, Amazonia. Most of you will support interim government. Once somebody just come up against or talk something against the interim government, immediately most of una don't rise for attack. No. Don't you have the capability to convince? Most of una no get. You, where you watch me, you not get the capability to convince somebody. That say your own talk, your own tongue, they rub and put them for your throat, they bury them. As a patriot of the revolution, you don't have that spirit to waken up your other patriot, your brother, waiting for down. May I ask most of una? Why you watch you build the audience? Please click share. All una they watch me, Saudi Cameroonians, you must have the spirit to elevate your brother from where he's weak to become back strong. That should be it. But most of una here, when una find somebody go down weak, immediately the first thing una they do now to come on Facebook, make post and call the person La Republique. Even the person where you deal with it every blessed day where you know his spirit saying I patriot to this revolution. No. Immediately. Let me tell you, most of una for diaspora, una fi see blood, una sleep. Person there for ground zero way, no fi see blood, it cover eye. Plenty. They see blood every day. You know what it mean for see blood? You know what it mean for watch your people, they kill them, shoot them. Sometimes you go off. Sometimes you go off. And for day where you see me, I used to talk some of these people of interim government. Make una follow the principles of una the President Sako. Most of una they join support interim government, but una never know the principles of una president. Ask yourself, say, since we're President Sako before one be president, how he be do the activism where he lead it to become president? Some of you go and follow that footstep. I want to tell you something. Most of you supporting this interim government, Cuckoo Blinks, be make some, if for last video with Paul Nilong, he be tell us say, they say when you are a good sheep, you follow the instructions of your shepherd. I don't know how many of una for here una don't take time. Una go for President Sako, he Facebook will be the activists like we before you want to be president. Occupy Southern Cameroon. Now, a Facebook that if you don't know it today, go to Occupy Southern Cameroon. Go and see how President Sako did his activism before he became a president. And then you who are supporting him and supporting the interim government, you copy. President Sako was a man which encouraged the people. President Sako was a man who brought the hopes of the people and showed them. Abdul Karim has his own view and his own ways of doing things. Yes, he has his own, which I will definitely condemn at a particular time in this video. But so far as Abdul Karim is on the ground, so long as he's in the lion's den, you can never condemn him. That is the only thing La Republique is struggling to push most of you to do. That is most of the thing. I've told them I don't take datiness here. If you come here, you comment dating, I block you immediately. I block. I like constructive people. I like constructive people. President Sako as your president. If you saw the time he was doing his activism, he educated Amazonians. He brought many of them out of darkness. He told them how things had to go. He predicted things which never happened, which came after to happen. That's how President Sako was doing. That's why they gave him the title, Common Sense is Not Common. That's why they gave him the title, Common Sense is Not Common. Because he made things which were difficult. He broke them into little pieces. He had the principle to convince. And that's what he's still using now. Which most of you who are under this interim government, including some of them which even serve in the government, they don't even have 1/3 of its qualities. President Sako, as an activist, had the characteristics to convince. You never see President Sako as an activist come to attack anybody on Facebook. You never see him. No, one day he will come, he will block the dots and the eyes, cut the teeth from the tail and everything. Teach you how to convince you and make you know that this is what has to do. But most of you today in this interim government working in it, you don't have that kind. Immediately, for example, the day I came here on Facebook and I was struggling to break off things to make you guys understand, and I mistakenly called Siseko a saint. That day, Facebook top upside down. Meanwhile, people went that day, Gaga went to, is that your own patriotism? Is that it? Is that how you want to win a revolution? No, you are making a shame of yourself. You are making a shame of yourself. You are making you all, because La Republic will be happy. For example, after Abdul Karim made that post, if any of you went behind and started calling Abdul Karim, that is infiltrated by La Republic, you are making a fool of yourself. Because those who are compromised, I will tell you here, learn to strengthen your brother when your brother is down. Learn to strengthen your brother when your brother falls. There are people here which we will know and call and say they are compromised. There are people who walk with pride and greed. People who walk with pride. People which they don't have that characteristics to be humble. Now people than that. So you don't go look at Abdul Karim because he don't go make posts. You don't even know how he sleep for night. You don't even know how he wake up for morning. You don't even know whether he don't chop. You don't even know whether he get headache. The next thing I for do, now so most of them do. We spend time every morning till night. You then have to talk to this man, now this man, now that. That's distraction. Now make I go for the other post. Please, as you're joining, click share. Please share. You need to get at least 200 or something people before we. Today is Sunday. Click share. May I go for which I be tell una last time. Most of una they play the role of a La Republic agent. Most of una no. I be don't tell una before I say a compromised person no means in a person way he don't absolutely collect money. I be don't tell una so. Compromised person no be person way you feel be compromised in your attitude. Now, may I break am for una small. Now, if, for example, as we did for the revolution at this point where we did, La Republic get 3 things where they want manifest them. 3. One, I say, I be don't tell na La Republic no fi arrest we. La Republic no fi bring we down. La Republic no fi make we the deport we as the deport Sisiko. Now, what La Republic get for do? They get 2 things. They get blackmail and sabotage. Remember, say, despite we would use economic sabotage for sabotage them, sabotage now a word where if it be used by every person, sabotage. Sabotage if be used by we Southern Cameroonians, and sabotage if be used to by La Republic. But now, which form, which dynamics will they go use for the sabotage? Last time when I become online, I be teaching about the cheese board. The cheese board, now, a political diagram, a political strategist where French they use them for fight against we. I be asked most of una say, where to be una own cheese board? As a patriot for Southern Cameroon, you get forget your own cheese board. You get forget your own platform where you be ready. Say, if La Republic make this move, me as a Southern Cameroonian, now this move I go make. But now, may I come from Unama tell una why some of una wanna they watch me, who wanna they claim for stand for this, we are interim government, who wanna they work like a La Republic agent. This is it. When La Republic push offensive to Southern Cameroon, instead of una for come back for give Tito a defensive push, what una the mostly do now for carry the offensive push where the push where La Republic don't do una take and go Facebook immediately. Bam! You start shouting that man don't be compromised. That man don't be this. Now, before you tame somebody compromised, it doesn't work like that. Before I called Eric Tato, say Eric Tato be compromised. You think I just wake up one day, I just wake up for Facebook, I holla as una di holla? You think? As some of una who the claim say una stand for interim government, I don't know how some of you do your own activism. Before I call Eric Tato, say Eric Tato is compromised, it took me close to 3 months. 3 months. Before I told you ADF is working for I was one of the first activists who brought all these things out. I know that I'm being proud, but it's true because I take my time. I was one of the first activists that came out here. Until today, I'm still telling you that ADF is not working. It's not because I hate Ayabacho. It's not because I hate whatever. It's because I have details. I know what is going on there. Before I could say Eric Tato is compromised, I did not just wake up one day. But some of you who call yourself interim government patriots, You don't even know when and where. You don't even know how to dot the I's and T. You wake up immediately, pap, you're on Facebook. You make your one of your strong comrade to be weakened. For example, I give you, that one is over. Watana Wata did a video someday, and I mistakenly there called Seseku sent. Before I could finish that video, even people who had my phone number were all over social media making videos, audios. Prince Jeka, don't contribute your money to Watana Wata. Prince Jeka tomorrow will become Eric Tato. I looked at them and I wept and I asked them if they bring them to what I've seen. People where they don't contact me, the way they don't try for lure me in, as they don't law, some of them are not go fit to withstand. I see some they even go they make list, say President Sako give Natch up 1.5. He can give Prince Jeka whether now 500. You know how much I raised for this revolution, and you know how much La Republique they send people around me for can't make me feel a foolish semi collection thing, you know. Most of you now, you don't think before you want to comment or do something, ask yourself, say, I not sleep with Prince J. Carr, I not sleep with Abdul Karim, I not sleep with President Sako, I not sleep with Secretary Chris for one house. Now, how Secretary Chris sleep? Now, how Secretary Chris is sleep? Now, how? Now, so you get for think. Now, so. Now, may I go for Abdul Karim? Abdul Karim, I be don't talk him before. We can never have 100% unity to win. It's impossible. It's impossible to have 100% to win. Now, why La Republique is still standing here is because La Republique no say Southern Cameroon be very emotional. They know that one very well. They know very, very well say una be very emotional. You know how a political scientist or a political strategist, they easily know say people don't the people be emotional. It determine on how you react when your blood is being killed. When your blood is being killed, the way you react is the way the political strategist of the oppositions determines your strength of power to react back. For example, I give you two. The case between North Korea and America. America go fear for attack North Korea because they know say if they dare, Kim Jong-un reaction no go dey easy. I take you go back for Cameroon. The case between the Bamile case and La Republique. La Republique government no say the Bamile case, they own most of the business. And if they get for react setting how to the Bamile case, definitely the economy of Cameroon, where Southern Cameroon already destroy, they go destroy Bamile case, they go destroy more. Now, for them not forget two economic war. Now, whether you see when like MRC they get demonstration, military man the bend now for down before he shoot. They shoot now for food, they know they shoot for chess. But when they come for Southern Cameroon, they shoot for up. Do you know why they shoot for up? They shoot for up for Southern Cameroon because the first blood where it fall for Southern Cameroon, the reactions for Southern Cameroonians was very weak. If you have to give a diagram of 100%, you go put them at 0.5. I don't always tell one of that. The first blood where it fall for Southern Cameroons, the first. The wire reaction for Southern Cameroon, it give we on a 0.5. Just imagine the day where one Bulu person go die. That day you go realize and say, this talk what they tell for you una so na it get power. Now whether you see some of this una so-called where some person they write here say ADF and so-called Ayaba chose them and the rest, they are cowards. I know the fearful tell them today, tomorrow. They are cowards because the strength of a man is determined on how he wants to defend his blood. All the way that the worker for up here say, did this leader, did this. Once you cannot set a compromise to defend your blood, you are more worse than a coward. Ask yourself, those the way they serve for La Republique, why them still there for La Republique till today? It's because La Republique people like Atanganji, they have set a compromise. You think say Atanganji no be human? You think say Musongede they no be human? You think say they be a beast? They no be beast. But now because say before they get that position of power, most of them be don't set a compromised goal. They cannot go back to that vomit because going back to that vomit is dead. I hope so you get me. That's why I tell you most of them are not get leaders. Leaders are people who compromise and hold to that compromise till the end of victory. In Southern Cameroonians, we have what we call celebrities, political celebrities, political non-entities who are coming in to show how they can speak the Queen's grammatical language. They don't understand the real meaning of leadership and humbleness. They come to Facebook because they see all of you, they are cowards. They see all of you, they are so dumb and stupid. They come there, they preach like a man of God who will tell you, come and give me your tithes and tomorrow you'll be rich, but never teaches you on how to make money. That's how some of them they do to you. Now you don't change. But look, the opposition. Look, those Southern Cameroonians who are fighting against us. Look how they have given a compromised. They are all compromised. And they know that going back to that vomit is death. If they have to come to Southern Cameroon, is death. So they are fighting with the oppressor as if it is their life. As if it is their life. But look at you. Look at you all. You come, I gave you guys some examples. I told you 3 things. I said, look from the principles of your ancestors. How come Endeli was a man from Fako and he was loved in Kambe and Do? I asked most of you here. How come? It's because your ancestors had pure hearts. How suddenly ego, pride, egocentric spirits have come upon these so-called people calling themselves leaders? It's because you pushed that. You pushed that. Endeli was loved in Bamenda because the people of Kambe saw that it is not about him, it's about us. It's about us. But most of you, your blood is being spilled on the ground. You still act like cowards. You still act like cowards. You don't even know the difference between blood, tribe, and freedom. You don't know. You think it's all about, that's why I said most of your education, you went to school, it was just cram work, because education is to help you to be successful in life and not helping you to be stupid. That's the truth. Education is to help you to be successful and not helping you to be stupid. Because if you are going to school not to help you to be successful, then definitely you are a dump. Yeah. If you are going to school and you have master's degree, it's not help you to be wise, then you are a dump. Now, this is it. Abdul Karim wants unity. Abdul Karim wants everybody make all man gather for one umbrella. He wants Ayabacho, he wants Sisiku, and he wants President Sako. Now, he thinks all this can happen. But when you evaluate the war, that's why they always ask all now. As a Southern Cameroonian, get your cheese board. A chessboard is like this. A chessboard. A chessboard, it has all the diagram, the king and all that. It's just like this, my small Bluetooth Bluetooth keypad. In your chess, the French people, where they fight they get their chessboard like this. For my last live show, I'll be explaining about the chessboard, and I go explain on for you today. You be see and say, immediately the French, when they benefit from the minerals from Southern Cameroon, they be realize, say, the people for Southern Cameroons, their eyes don't open, and the one can't take their wealth back. The French, they go in immediately to their strategic spot. That's the chessboard. Their chessboard, they get for weaken. Now, they don't get an opportunity where the French, they see how for colonize Southern Cameroon now in an open and a cold war. Because they be the one doing back in a silent way. But unfortunately, they don't integrate we as be a talk for una for France, una be here. Be a say we don't try for integrate them for all these years in no waka. So now what they get for do, their cheese board now be the game. If you watch the way the French they fight Southern Cameroon for colonize them, every after one plan they have a next plan. Every after one plan they have a next plan. It's on a chessboard. That's why I tell most of you, even the interim government, I tell them we as a Southern Cameroon need to have a political strategist group, which every after action we are thinking about the next move. Let me tell you, for example, when Barrister Bobala and Dr. Fontaine, they went to jail, it was a plan from La République to first, no, La République themselves quenched that one. When they realized that the revolution moved from Cameroon to Nigeria, then they noticed that the battle has started. So they had to walk a way out. The first time in a history for a French president to visit an English country, an English colony, the first time in history Macron visited France. If you go watch the Nigerian news, they say it has been decades which a French president ever visited Nigeria. But most of you Southern Cameroon, you see the revolution as a comedy. Most of you, you see the revolution as a comedy. You see the revolution as a place where if you don't have nothing, you just come to Facebook and you pick up something and you start bombarding. You see the revolution as something which if anybody doesn't have to side with you, you don't even know how to have a convincing tune to try to make the person reason. You don't even know how to pick up your phone and call that person. No, you see your own revolution as that if somebody is not for you, is against you, so you come and start insulting. No. Before you give somebody a defensive mood, you must be able to have concrete evidence that that person is compromised. That's how it goes. And that's why you see nobody can destroy merciful truth. Because merciful truth, before I come out to say you are doing this, no, I have concrete. I don't say it out of hatred. I don't say it out of blackmail. I don't say it out of anything. That's merciful truth. Merciful truth, before I come out to tell you A is this, B is this. You don't see me put merciful truth anytime. No, before I want to come, I'm coming to straighten the revolution and have concrete proof. Concrete. But most of you don't do that. Most of you. And now you walk, your attitude is also like a compromiser. Most of you watching me, please click share. Share the video. Share. I want many people to come in. This is my activism platform and I need to educate most of you. Most of una attitude, they like the real compromiser. Those of una who they call people say they don't be compromised. Una attitude, they like the real compromiser. I would tell you why. Compromised, you have compromising with money and compromisation without money. Compromisation without money is your character. If your character is working in favor to the enemy against the victory of your own people, indefinitely you are a compromiser. And a compromiser without knowing. That means the enemy is seeing you and know you are in his advantage. Now, a compromiser, which is compromised knowingly. Now, person where you don't go collect money, he put the money for your pocket, then he say, I did come out for destroy the revolution. That one you were known, you're a conscious compromiser. An unconscious one, now one we don't know, and most of you on Facebook, you're unconscious compromiser. I will tell you how you're unconsciously compromised. You're unconsciously compromised due to your approach towards the revolution. Either emotionally or unemotionally. For example, before you come out on Facebook to attack your brother, did you make a call? You don't call that your brother, tell him I'm worried this. If you send a message in over Siam, how often? You don't do it for 1 month? You don't do it for 2 months? How you don't do them often? For make sure say you don't get to die your brother before you come outside attack. For those them for inside the interim government where they be activists, most of them don't even do it. Most of them don't even pick their phone and ask you what did happen. As they see someone post immediately, whoop. They don't take a phone as everything they easy now. Pap Facebook, this man is compromised. Don't do this, don't do that. Indirectly, you are an unconscious compromiser with that attitude. Because if something come for me, I want to make some post. If I want to make some post, I want to straighten an interim government. I know I could do one. But some posts where I did lay allegations, say you don't do this. I did call you. I did talk with you for more than 1 month. I see your attitude. Now, the problem with Abdul Karim, now say, Abdul Karim no fit attack Seseku and Ayabacho. Abi don't do this one very long time. Abdul Karim, if Abdul Karim start call President Sako Abdul Karim dey for a mob. I don't want to justify it, but I want to make all una get the reason. If Abdul Karim can't start now for talk say, oh, President Sako, what you did do, it did good, continue. Yes, it did do in a diplomatic way. Because if you ask Abdul Karim go say, I support the interim government. When you support the interim government, as I be telling you, the interim government is more than all these groups. It not be a group. Do you know why the interim government not be a group? May I touch on before I come for this Abdul Karim matter? Because most of una the confuse between diaspora distraction groups and the interim government. A group is a body. In terms of revolution or in terms of building a country, a group now some few people which they're struggling in other way to help the revolution. A group in another way. That group, most of the group, they don't pay the price of revolution. The price of revolution na blood. If you don't know. The price of revolution when a freedom na blood. Now, most groups for inside the Amazonian revolution never pay that price. I be don't ask una some one time. That say una dey so una like me every day with the repeats. I be tell una say when late Pa Molanjo Litumbe be come up, can't tell una say United Nations be need 3 million signature before Southern Cameroon be ever think forget a government. Any group for diaspora be come up with that signature. I be don't ask una this. Pa Molanjo Litumbe be tell una say before this revolution one start, they be don't be since they fight. And the international government be tell them say they need 3 million signatures. Groups they be there for diaspora. There was no government by then. But some of una don't tell una say una IQ get for open. Now because the Frenchman assimilated ideology, this thing roll for una brain. Una, some of una. And una be unconsciously compromised. Because you don't have the capability to think. No group for diaspora. Where was the interim government there? Ask all the groups. You had the SCYL, you get the AGC, and you get all of them. Ask them, say, why they not be fit produce 3 million signature? I be don't tell una say, just like how Pamolan Joby tell la Republic say, Njumba no be married, the same to the interim government no get no link for compare with any group. And I go explain to you now. No group for diaspora be fit do that with the numbers of years where they don't be. No group for diaspora be fit come up with a ghost town. May you get this. No group before 2016, even some of the 1st October, we don't turn up like a normal day. I want you to get this very deep into your ears because some of una dey so una too mumu. No diasporan group, and I don't tell them, say any day there will be anywhere I come there, I will tell them to their face. No diasporan group. All the Akwangas and all the Ayabachos and the rest, none of them could even make 1st October back before 2016 to become a ghost town day. There was no one. I was in Cameroon then. I was a student. You only see military people around that day, you know there's ghost town. But people went out. People even go to club or even drink, have party. People move around, do their things. There was, even 1st October was turning to be a normal day. Now, that's the group. Now you have a government. Before the government came, there was no ghost town. Before the government came, the United Nations no be recognized. Say we get a revolution before the government came. Because the United Nations be tell Pamolanjo say, before we recognize that the people of Southern Cameroon want to be free, we need 1/3 signature. Please share the video, share the video. We need 1/3 of the 8 million. We need 1/3 of the 8 million. By then we're 8 million, now we are above. That's why you see La Republic will always try to crack my videos because they don't want this kind of message to go. Here, you see me, I don't have 8 million. You see they will always try to attack me. Because this is the truth I tell you. They say bring 1/3. 1/3 of 8 million, there was 3 million. No diaspora group could do it. Pambolanjo too could not do it. and it was down low. But when the government came, the government did not need to tell the United Nations that we want to be free. No. When the government came, the government did not need to tell them. When the United Nations Refugee Board and others visited Southern Cameroon and told the United Nations that the people are determined, they say how? They say every Monday, the 8 million Southern Cameroonians stay in their house and shut their door from morning to 6. You don't need any signature anymore, because that shutting of the door is the signature that determined to the United Nations that we want freedom. And who did that? It was not a group in the diaspora. It was not Ayabacho's group. It was not Akwanga's group. It was not anybody's group in the diaspora. It was the choosing people of Southern Cameroon back home. If it had to be only diaspora, this revolution would have been dead long time ago. Get this. Those guys you see down there, those fighters, they are the true warriors of the land. That's why I said, even after this revolution, those who are counting that they will hold positions, they should find themselves somewhere, because those boys who are fighting, those youths, they'll be the one to occupy the leadership. Even if we have to wait for the next decades without having positions for those boys to go to school, for their brains to be elevated, for them to come and lead, it will happen. I'm telling you. They are the ones who bury their dead. They are the ones who wake up the next morning, see if they have granite, and go to fight. They are the ones which are not involved in politics. Let me come to all of you here. 1st of October, how many of you in diaspora? I saw some few good people. Even myself, I'm not an exclusion. How many of us went out to our streets to demonstrate? You saw them in the war zone. They came out, all of them. But you are in diaspora. Ayabacho is coming every day on Facebook to preach you gospel. And you are a dumb youth. You are a very stupid youth. Very stupid youth. You are there using tribalism to clap your hand, thinking you're smart. 1st of October, look, you are in diaspora. There is no gun. There is nothing. Nothing not to disturb you for go match. Your brother and your mommy, they did for bush. For bush. Catches they fly for up. Bullets they fly. They still come out with flag. They go match. And then you want come out tomorrow say because you don't go white man country. You don't go. You want go. You go lead na foul them for bush. May I tell some of you now? Tell them say the two way they prepare and they never see him. That boy the way they fight that war, now then go rule. Now then go lead we. We go wait. May they go finish school. They can't lead we. Some of you are too smart. All of you be there your homes. They speak in your country. None of you go celebrate. But when they wait for video for ground zero, where is your own video for diaspora? Where is your own video? Corona, it pass bullet. If you wear your mask, Corona no go kill you. So not take Corona like excuse. Corona pass bullet. May I see video for Australia? May I see video for Germany, America? May I see one video? Who's on video today? Go the whole social media. Ground zero that video. Ground zero that video. Go the whole social media. Now their videos. Who's on own day? But when you want to come and talk, if you say because you don't cross water, you don't come for people the way, there's no difference between Europe and Southern Cameroon. They breathe the same air, they have the same weather, they have the same sun. What will be the difference? It's just economic structures and planning. The only difference between them are currency rates. What will be the difference? What's the difference? So you see, then no group could do it. Pamolanjo asked, no group could do it. Today, Pamolanjo asked before he died, the interim government did it. The interim government was the first. They did not need to go to Ambazonia their houses for tell and say, we not sign. No. When the United Nations confirmed, it said, my Lord, the people are staying 8 million. You asked for 3 million signature. But this one is above 3 million because all the land is ghosted. They are home. And then we put even lockdown. We put lockdown. The lockdowns be there effective 10 days lockdown, 2 weeks lockdown. What message, what signature you want to give to the United Nations again? It's only your interim government. Now, may I go to the final part where we forget about even the signatures. Let me go to the part when the interim government does not compare with any group. It's like, as I use the statement, Pamolanjo telling La Republique saying Jumba no be married, it did like this one, say interim government to not compare with any group. I will explain for you. Before this revolution, groups they don't exist. ADF be the exist. AGC and the others they be the exist, and SCYL. No one paid a blood. Even their leaders did not die for this revolution. No one paid a blood. Do you know what is the ultimate price for freedom? Is to die, giving yourself for freedom. That's the ultimate price for freedom. Now, do you know the people who are paying it? It's under this interim government. That started with Patasang, move up to Seseku, and now under President Sako. It's only in this government which people have paid the price for liberation. And do you know how many? 12,000 have gone down with their blood. 12. Ask that where was those diaspora groups to declare war? No, they were not. They did not have it. So if they have to be any person where they for come under, not them. So to Abdul Karim, the post where he make concerning President Sako, yes, he's worried because he thinks the other warring parties out to come in. But it's wrong. It's wrong in the sense that Abdul Karim be supposed to tell Ayabacho and the rest. Say they get to be humbled under because I know if you cook my chop for my house, I invite you, you can't chop with me. Then you tell me, say me, I don't you ditch the chop for me. It's stupid. You hear that talk where I tell you, and that's the same thing I will tell Abdul Karim. When I wait, I put my phone for charge. We're gonna go on the build the audience. I put this phone for charge. And give me 2 minutes. See, this is the message I will tell Abdul Karim. I will tell Abdul Karim this. You know if you cook your pot chop, you call neighbor, say me neighbor can't chop. The neighbor tell you, say me you shidon, me na he save you chop. It can never happen. So Abdul Karim, you need to tell some of these people truth. Even though I know say you be worried because you see the blood of the people that they die. But you need to tell Ayabacho truth. The revolution of this modern day no be start with Ayabacho. Because they be don't give them tax or give 3 million signature. We be doing the tax. Ayabacho no be fi ever do them. Ayabacho know now how to talk grammar. He did not know to do the tax. Now, you know fit tell Ayabacho, beg Ayabacho, make it come join for inside pot chop for another man neighbor house. No be Ayabacho start this revolution. The revolution be started by, may we not forget history. Now, forgetting of history make we there for this position today. We don't need to forget history. It's not about division, it's not about emotion, it's not about hatred. It's all about the truth. Neutrality will not help. That's the truth. Ayabacho did not start the revolution. Yes, he has militias on the ground. But if we don't learn to pick the truth and stick on it to bring people to accountability, it's what will destroy us in the future. Because do you know why La Republique for position we do for position today is because of the hidden truth. They don't hide Una story. They don't hide Una history for a very long time. And now you realize that with anger. So this is it. 2016 was the year this modern revolution started. Ayabacho was in diaspora, very quiet, running his family, taking care of his wife, and doing his thesis in whatever. Are you getting me? 2016, most of you did not even know the name of Ayabacho. The popular name we could even know that day when we even used to study in university was Akwanga. Now, those who started this revolution are not the ones who are even begging. Let me tell you, and that's why you all need to be sharp, so we keep history. In 2016, the bike riders, the truck pushers, the teachers and the lawyers, they say they don't tire for the work in Mbambe, that they gain a small money. Where Southern Cameroon be there on their own. They need to get their own law school and their own education board and everything. They decide for enter road. Pahata be there, big man for Katu. Barista Bobala be there for the lawyers. They enter. Now for the revolution start. We hear AGC, we hear ADF. Why we mix emotion with destiny? Now the problem that for una. Now the problem that. Now the French system don't kill una all. The stupidity for una. Now the cost we today for you. Because you don't have a show. Say this. I be asked una last time. I be asked una say, damn say if it be say Ayabacho and the others, they be there for Eastern Regional House or Enugu. Today we never ever come on Nigeria, no? Oversee the Nigeria. May we be real. If Ayabacho and the others, please, if you're watching this video, share the video. If Ayabacho and the others, they be there for Eastern Regional House for Nigeria with Endeli them and the rest, like this Dr. Kwanga them. Oversee the Nigeria today, enough don't come out. Because look their manifestation for interest. It don't hold we for almost how many years? 4 years before they bring up ourselves today. 4 years. Look their interest. That means they will keep Endeli them. They will keep Foncha them. They will hold all of them in bondage for that long. And we foresee the Nigeria. And they just evaluate and make you reason. For see how some people their hearts they. But think now. Might give you another example from the Enugu. If Ayabacho and Akwanga, they be there for Endeli issues when Foncha be decided to join La Republique, like war for before inside Southern Cameroon. I don't want to tell you how your ancestors they be the think. Now what do you see today? The international government, the fear, say if Amazonia can get independence, it go be a greater land than Dubai. This will develop where they fear. Because they know so we get the conscious mind for question power. Any man with be question power, it bring development. Any person with question power, it bring change. Now, look at this. For the history of Southern Cameroon, when Endeli be tell a brother, may I teach you a love and patriotism, make you move away tribalism from you. Because your cowardness towards thinking about dirty things, most of you youths, you have become dumb fools. Sorry to say it. Look, your father, Endeli and Foncha, two great people. Dr. EML Endeli was a doctor. Foncha was just a teacher. They were all into the political life of once a beautiful land of Southern Cameroon. Let me take you to the history. Like my primary school teacher used to always say, once upon a time, 10 times, there was a man, Mango. Let's begin the story. You had two great men in Southern Cameroon. One named Dr. Iyeme Endeli and the other one Dr. Foncha. Endeli was a doctor. Foncha was a teacher. But they were equal and always understood each other despite their political rivalries. When Foncha won the plebiscite for them to join Cameroon, so-called La Republique as we call, Endeli did not abandon his brother Foncha. The doctor who studied more than the teacher did not abandon the teacher when he needed people for leadership. Do you get that? Some of you, this modern day crown work master degree people with too much book, where the block on a hit for think. Endeli was a doctor. Foncha was a teacher. But when they had to come to join La Republique, Endeli did not say, because I'm a doctor, you are a teacher, because I wanted us to join La Republique, because I initiated that we should leave the Eastern Regional House in Enugu and everybody followed me. So that thing with La Republique will not happen. There's going to be kiosk. Or because of the Endeli did not say it. Endeli knew that there will be history. Endeli knew that there will be a tomorrow. And the new generation, which is us, will judge their tomorrow. That's why before late Pa Foncha could die, he said he regretted the union we ever joined with La Republique. But his brothers did not leave him Endeli served under Foncha. The doctor served under the teacher. Today, all of you, Chris Bongam and the others, you're walking over Facebook, insulting people, pastors, this, what level, that. Endeli did not tell Foncha that. Endeli went under and served his brother, including all of them, PM Kale, Esti Muna, and the rest. They served Foncha, the teacher. That's humility. That's humbleness. That's the foundation of Southern Cameroon young people, which we are today. Endeli did not tell Foncha that you led us to this. Till the day Foncha is dying, none of his brothers who served under his government questioned him for 1 minute. That means if it had to be Bet, Ayabacho, and Akwanga, that means there would have been war when Foncha won that thing. Now, it's the same thing now. Ayabacho and Akwanga, they were not part of when this modern revolution started. Their ancient revolution was already dead because they could not even activate October 1st to give it a meaning. Ayabacho and Akwanga could not activate October 1st to give it a meaning. October 1st. So their own days were dead. Yes, they say if you drive Mercedes for 1990, no means you drive them for 2020. Their days were dead. If I be no, nobody say you be no. Get this. These are common sense. If I be no, no means say you know. If you be don't fight, no means say you be fight. Let's not mix things together. If I be no, no means say you know. If I be no, say I go. If Oman fit talk am, but you know, no be everybody know. So you know if take people the way they be done for compare with people where they fight now, because nobody they start them. How did they come in? They come in only when they na ground zero bring them in. Now ground zero say because we don't see the patriotism of our brothers in the diaspora, so we want to bring. And that was when the Skakuf was being formed. That was when Skakuf was being formed. That's when they came into the page. Now, how will you invite your neighbor for a dinner and the neighbor wants to take ownership of your house? How? And you all are supporting that. That is where Abdul Karim needs to tell them. That's why I tell you all that in this revolution there is unity now, because majority of the diasporans have united in their county. It's only minority of the diasporans which have the same interest like those seeking for that interest. They are the ones doing that shit. Majority. You cannot invite your neighbor. The ground zero only invited us. Ground zero. That's why you see they are very steadfast. Now, why don't I see they celebrate the 1st of October? Because they know very well saying that them start them, no be we start them. No be diaspora start them. Now, why do you see diaspora when I not celebrate? Most of them attempt Corona, they kill past bullets, despite the bullets, despite the grenade and everything. That boy they still organize march on the poster. Corona make you if you put modern bean, if you put a marks for your mop for come out for outside for good match. Then you the one come for control for their ground zero, because if you say you go to school, which school? School of cram work? Is it an African school? No, a school where you don't go cram European studies. That's not it. So how they go bring you Abdul Karim? That's why that's the point Abdul Karim needs to strike on. Abdul Karim needs to strike on those who came into the revolution, which were invited. It's the invitees who are destroying the party. That's why sometimes the people want to make a party, they invite people. Now people where they invite them for this revolution, now they spoil the revolution. Where they not be starting from the beginning. All the invitees, Mark Barata was an invitee, Tapan was an invitee, Ayabacho was an invitee, Seseku Ayoktabe was an invitee. Even President Sako is an invitee. It's just that now the interim government is straight. All of us were in the invitee. It's the interim government now that's come and made us to feel like one. All were invitee. Akwanga was invited to the dinner for freedom. Ayabacho was invited to the dinner of freedom. Tapan and Mark were invited to the dinner of freedom.
And suddenly they came on top of the table and wanted to take control over the house. Are they drunk? Are you drunk in your brain? That somebody will invite you to his dinner and you come and you want to take over the dinner, or you want to take over his birthday ceremony? No. It never works like that, even in your country. So if there have to be people who have to sit down and listen to others, it needs to be those who were invited, because the owner of the party, which is Ground Zero, has tabled a very constructive platform, which is now the interim government, and they are hearing from it. It's now the interim government. Amongst all the invitees, which the Ground Zero invited for the revolution, in Ground Zero, these are the invitees which were made part of the revolution. You had the truck drivers, the taxi drivers, and every other one, the teachers and the lawyers. They were invited for a dinner. Now you had the diasporans who came into for the dinner. You see this another one coming in. I have to just block. When you see the demons coming in like this, I've told you, if you're not constructive here, I block you. Yeah. They were invited for the dinner. So why should the guest of the dinner take over the dinner table? So Abdul Karim needs to tell the guests, they are the guests which we invited for this revolution. They are the ones causing the problem. Either they sit quiet on the dining table or they leave. Simple. And that's why I've told you, don't mix emotion with destiny. We love all of them. Before you invite somebody for your dinner, you must like her. Please get this, may not enter this ear, come on this side. Because now for Yahweh, I want to destroy the hatred with some of you at the gate. Before me, I invite you for my dinner, I must love you. If I don't love you, I not invite you for my dinner. Not be any man you invite you for your party. If you get married party, you want to invite some person, you go invite the people the way you love. So if any person they come for the dinner where you invited, that means a person where you cherish. So if Ayabacho and Akwanga and all the others were invited to this revolution by Ground Zero to partake, is because Ground Zero loved them. Now, we need to maintain order. Maintaining order on the dining table amongst those your guests which you have invited is not hatred. It's all about keeping yourself compactable to each other. And if you don't want to compact yourself on a dining table, if they say you should use the fork and knife, and you want to use by your hand, the guest has to tell you, please, can you walk out? We will see another day. So it's simple. If President Sako and the interim government, which they are part of the dining table, are now on it, and Ayabacho, Dr. Kwanga, and the rest, despite they have a say, because they are our friends, maybe their children have a link with our children, because their children are ADF. I want you to get this. Ayabacho children are ADF. The interim government's children are the county. All of them, they have come on the dining table. Now, Ayabacho children of the ADF, definitely, since we are friends, our children must have link. So since the interim government and Ayabacho were all invited to the revolution by the ADF, definitely the fighters on the ground must always have link to each other too. So it doesn't mean telling Ayabacho to get out from the dining table or Akwanga because of their bad behaviors of not wanting to be humble, of putting their interest, definitely will cause any problem because they were only invited to the table. So get this, and it doesn't mean because kicking Ayaba out of the table means you hate Ayaba, but it's cautioning Ayaba. You cautioning. Now, most of you don't know about cautioning. You take everything as hatred because of the Bianism metamorpho that has been put into you. You only think about negativity. You don't think about reality. Once you think about reality, you emancipate yourself out of that globe of hatred, of that dark cloud, and you will see through the bright white cloud that this man had to definitely take a seat for some while for his brain to relax. That's the same thing with Seseku. They are all guests. Any day somebody wants to talk to you about the revolution, use this parable of the guest in the dining table and you tell him. Any day, I'm talking to you now, most of you, the youths of Watana Wata, any day, most of these old men come to you, including Abdul Karim, and tell you the revolution is divided. Ask them that, who organized the party and who are the guests? Take this principle to them. This is not taught in school. This is wisdom God just brought to me as I'm talking to you. Tell them Ground Zero was the guest because it's in Ground Zero the party is holding. And the party is still going right now. The music is dancing with the fire guns everywhere. The music is still playing right up to now in Ground Zero. That's why you hear gunshots every day. Gunshots is the music. It's the music they're playing. So if the gunshot music is still playing and the guest has invited us for a meeting, for a dinner, and then we have somebody amongst us that is distracting us from concentrating to dine on that dinner of gunshots, then that person needs to take a leave. So today, take the dining table to them. If they want to tell you, ask Ayabacho, did you organize this war? You will definitely say no. Ask Akwanga, did you organize this war? They will definitely tell you no. So who invited it to you? Ground Zero. And how was Ground Zero metamorphosed itself to the interim government? So who do you have to listen to? You have to go down. It's pride. Pride that is killing most of us. Pride. Pride. Abdul Karim is struggling to see how to bring people together, but he needs to hit the nail to them. Tell those who were invited to the party to take a seat or they leave. Simple. If you call me any day, I will tell you. You can't be a guest, but a guest who has been made an owner of the house is definitely the owner. For example, my man Amabon Dimo say a guest cannot kick another guest out. That's good. You see, this parable will explain it now. If all of us were invited by a guest to the house, we are in now. The guest say, I invited you to this party because I see things are not going on well. I want us to build something strong. So I'm metamorphosing myself. I'm bringing most of you now to be my family. The guests now decide to say, since you all accepted my invitation, I'm going to change the name from consortium to Skakov. So all of us were implemented in. Now, you get now one of the invitees is on the table and say, no, I'm not going to be part of this Skakov. The guest will not force you. The guest will not force you. The guest will not say, we want to make Skakov. And you, who are my invitee, I invited you to be part of Skakov, and you don't want to be part, I'll force you. That's why you see Ayabacho, they were not part of Skakov. Ayabacho, they left Skakov because the guest who was organizing the dinner said, I want to bring all of you, my brothers, my friends, my close colleague. I want to start a business called the Liberation of Southern Cameroon. And on this, my business agenda, I want you all to come together. Let's form Skakov. ADF and SCYL say, no, we are not interested in your business of liberation or to be part of this. We are taking out our leave. The guests did not disturb them. They left. Now, through the process of Skakov, the governing council was still formed. The first and the second, the third conclave. They invited the guests them again. The same friend, the same guest, which is the guest of Ground Zero, called all the guests and said, come again. I'm taking it now from Skakov to the governing council. Mr. ADF, my good friend, Mr. LCYL, my good friend, would you like to be part of this? Just like how our fathers used to be. The ADF and SCYL say, no, I'm not part of it. And they're walking away again. Then it transformed to the interim government. So who is the owner now of the table? The interim government. Because they were humble from the beginning. They understood themselves. They brought the diasporans together. And those who did not understand, they are the ones now who want to come back to the dining table to cause confusion. So if you are the owner of that dining table, what will you do? You will tell the drunkard and say, since you did not want to be, I gave you the first chance, I gave you the second chance, I gave you the third chance when I wanted to fight for freedom. I called you for my mission. I was the teacher, I was the lawyer, I was the taxi driver, I was the everything. I called you for my mission and you did not want to partake in it. I gave you the first chance, I gave you the second chance, I gave you the third chance, but you showed me that you wanted to be the owner of the thing where you did not start it. So please, if you don't want to behave, you better sit down or you leave again. That's how a man deals with his friends. So that's how Abdul Karim need to be. Any day, any time, I will tell them, Ayabacho, Mark Barata, and the rest. I know the fear someone. You see me so at the rugged street. I know the fear any person. Any day we meet up for any place, I will tell them for their front. Any day, any minute, any moment. I will. because they are the ones. They are the invited guests who came to destroy the revolution. So that is it. This is how Abdul Karim needs to say it to them. Very plain. He's a schooler. Now, I know very well that him coming this way would definitely cause him a problem. That's very true. I understand very well. If Abdul Karim has to come this way, it will cause him a problem. But it's better if he cannot put it this way, then he should better stay quiet. If Abdul Karim cannot put it this way, it's better he doesn't compliment with it. Because I know for sure one thing, La Republique has Sesiku as their bid on the hand. And making things difficult from them too, it's very easy for them to implicate him. Just like how you have seen Aya has gone mute. They implicated him through, you know, the very man, Success Congo. It's ABC. Just like you see Aya Foundation and the others, they have gone muted. So it's very easy for them to implicate. And where he is, they can easily implicate him. So all the thing you're struggling to see him, he knows very well that Seseku in his position is compromised. Very well. He knows that Ayabacho is for his interest. Now, you cannot force a guest to have the same opinion with you. So this is it. This is it, my people. Either he has to put it out this way as I've said it and tell them you were invited, or you stay quiet, or still let him just maintain his silence because he's in the mouth of a lion. That is it. We know he's struggling to use the logical way of doing the revolution. I understand. He's one of the most greatest patriots we have now. And he's struggling to use all logical principles because our people are dying to make sure we all form one. But I've said it, and I'll still say it. We will never win this revolution with unity. It's a lie. I've been around everywhere. I've been in Sukadef, SCYL. I've been in AGC. I know everything there. We will never win this revolution with unity. It's a fat lie. Some must be humble for the others to lead. That's the truth. If you think that you have to put all of them in equality, there's going to be a firebomb. Some must be humble. If in the house of the father of David, the last born was chosen to rule Israel, and all those David's brother, they did not complain. His elder brother did not complain. They humbled to David. Then what is all this? All of us are Christians. We need to teach ourselves humility and stop all this. So if on a house, one a day, most of we, especially those of you, my brothers, who come up from the grass field, you know this very, very well. For some village, them, some chief, the commander for last speaking. Why the other elder brother, they know they go fight that Peking say, na me I be firstborn, na me I see light, na me I go be chief. Why? Why did they go bound bear for ye? Why this na for the revolution? Some of them know they think that kind of same thing. Or they block wide for ye. For village, some village, they do in a last Peking, they take chief. But people, they know they ever talk, pim, any man, or the whole village, they humble. Why we not take our same tradition, we implement that for ye? Why business for ye? Where some man go take don't start for 27 years. You two go just sit down, we leave them, anything is spoiled. For waiting. If we decide today, say some young people to take this revolution, all we'll get for respecting. That is the revolution. I don't know why, what has got into some of us. Because even our culture doesn't have age. It doesn't have, look how old men serve young chiefs back home. Look how the old men do it. They do not do it with complaint. They don't tell that chief, I'm your grandfather. The child will even say some dirty words to the father. The child will say some dirty words to those old men, but the old man will say, yes, chief, it's leadership. It's leadership, and it must come with humility. So all these old people, they should learn to give some people. That's why I said it. And that's why I've said, most of you should not follow distraction. Especially with this saga from Padia Sanga and Magbarata. Let me touch that now before I round up with my last one. You see the Padia Sanga and Magbarata agenda. I be don't tell in a long time. I be don't tell una, I say me I not deaf like una where they just come on Facebook and blah, blah, blah. Before one can talk, say Eric Tato, they compromised. I knew everything. I did not come out like just saying it. Before I one can talk, I say Mark Barata, his attitude like a chameleon. I be knew everything I'm saying it. I know they just shit on for the revolution. I don't show them my books. I spend most of my time. You look around me, I didn't have like say, I'm a small office. I get more than 2 laptops. I get phones and everything. I use it for. I take my time because my life is for the revolution. I don't tell when I say even Mark Barata has to stand for this revolution, just like how I tell when I before say if you want to know where Dr. Fontaine starts. Now when I see the attack president Sako, ask Dr. Fontaine. I don't see them move to that letter. As Dr. Fontaine say, may it come show Southern Cameroon the letter we sign them before he released, just like Barista Bobala with them too. Dr. Fontaine never come for you. In whatever. Now the same thing I go tell you say, make una ask Mark Barata. You see all them. Padia sang are not stupid. No, and I say some of una so una one una like Thomas. Doubting Thomas, na so some of una day. Now, so some of them, they want to see me, Prince Jaka, I come out can blow up. I'm one of the first person in this revolution why they were blown a lamp. Why they come also alarm. They want to see me, I can come holla. When I look, they say stupid. No. I asked when I say Secretary Chris Imami, he all pass Mark Barata Imami. But Secretary Chris Imami stay for jail for almost 3 months. Wait to make Mark Barata Imami no sleep one night for jail. I don't ask on that thing. Wait to make Mark Barata Imami no sleep one night for jail. Why? Wait to cause him. You go know say plenty things were involved. You go know say many things they be did. All will get mommy, all will know. And I tell you, I say we know they blame some people because if you don't know what you hold man for neck, you not go blame me why he decide for bend the head first for move him. We know they blame no man. Me, I know they blame no man. I the only talk say this man no go do so, this man no go do that. I'm not blaming all of you because any man get his shoe for play with shoe the hot tea. But the only thing why they tell me I say do not destroy the revolution. Go manage for see how your shoe will hurt you. You go arrange and make it not hurt you. But not come for destroy our revolution. Because not be you start them. You only invite you. Just like me, they invite me. No, and I enjoy the party. I'm only a guest for the party. And I'm enjoying the party. Me, you no call a guest, you can't disturb my enjoyment. No. No come. I no go green. And I just the thing I don't do. Which is some of them, they hate me so. Because all we invite people for the party, ground zero call we. Say we need for fight for change. Everything don't spoil. 1 granite oil, 1.5. 1 kilo meat, they'll cut you 10 slices, 1.2. All things don't spoil. Ground zero still they no fit chop. Mommy no fit use 500 again cook soup. Papa no fit use 2,000 again for manage family. All things don't spoil. They call we say who come for party for change, party for freedom. I don't join the party. They call you to me, you to come. You come, you can't join my party. Why they enjoy the way my brother they don't turn on a commando, they fight for bush. Why you want to destroy enjoy my party? I get deny. So if they don't catch you, if they don't hold you to for head, fire play you should on. For editor to own, I be don't talk as sins. I not hide them. I tell them, I say editor to don't be compromised. It's not today. From the steps the way don't follow before they even want coming for ground. I be don't tell now for this revolution, say the money will la Republic Tifam. For give man $1 million. Padia sang at the call $42,000. Then a chicky change. For give man $1 million US for the revolution. Now ABC. ABC. My ears did every day for the ground. When I even see my post them. For the revolution, I get people who they did for my back. They look my back. I know people the way suitcase they visit them. Now, I know very well. They struggle for give the suitcase they deny because of the fear. And I'll still say it. And I don't give in the one even for some people of the interim government. They want confused. Some of them, their woman didn't want to give them pressure. I don't tell them, I said, La Republic, no, they visit 2 people. Now, 1 person for 1 assignment. Now, so they visit. I don't tell another one since. And you remember, I said, the same party Asanga, we can talk about Mark Barata and Eric Yato. Now, the same party Asanga revealed Atta John. Some of them don't forget. Who said Atta John did today? Atta John will be the attack AGC. Remember, I said, if party Asanga revealed Atta John, that means everything Atta John do be talk about AGC not true. Who said Atta John did today? Or some of them are sleep. When I know they keep memory for when I ate. Now the same party Asanga move Atta John for Facebook. But Atta John will support this interim government as he be the claim. But today Atta John not there again. Because of say party Asanga reveal who Atta John be. So if party Asanga feel reveal who Atta John be, then till when they talk about Mark Barata, their editor, with everything they show. everything is show. Editor to start use bass like a small game, but what I already know from Baby Matter, a demonstration where bass the one pass to editor to go with, and when editor to go for this thing carry Amazonia flag. Now why that we don't tell when I say no be all man where they call God in name to go heaven. Even Bible talk am. Bible says not everyone that calls my name Lord Lord shall come into the kingdom of God. Even Bible talk am. Not be all man will carry Amazonian flag. He tell him for hate. He tell him for hate. He show all kaba for his skin. Now he make he say he fight for Amazonia. I don't know they with some of una go learn. Not be all man. I be don't tell I say 2 countries there for inside this world we gone na ABC. 1 America, 2 South Africa. And now for the way you get one of the most highest sounding Cameroonians. How I go tell una again? They fight me every day morning. I don't hear my messages. When I come for the message, said even for share them, no problem. Even for push the video, make go even for follow the page, no problem. You hear the message for do what you get for do. You know they do. Them I go do Then they fight me every day because they don't like this kind of talk what they tell you. But it is the truth. It is the truth. 2 countries the way they don't legalize gun. 1 South Africa, 1 in 2nd America. Gone for the ABC. And now for the way you get plenty Southern Cameroonians. Now, for this country, the way I don't call una, the fish shoot you for that country, person will go jail after 10 years, come up be millionaire. For example, if the boss, they be contact Eric, as soon as they go meet up, they tell you, you hear even that woman, that politician, wait to be named, that woman, he talks a meet up Eric Tato, he talk with Eric Tato. That girl where we can make it, I don't forget that video, I get that video. Plenty things them before everyone knows say some company or this other bishop, before one know everything, Belamoki visit. I know wake up like una wanna just wake up, you see as patriot stand for as Prinjeka they make this show. You never even know anything. Tomorrow you wake up, you hear some dirty post about Prinjeka, you go say Prinjeka is compromised. I did not do like that. I did not just wake up like that. I took for almost 3 months. After Sesekwe meeting, where we get them for scarf. I took almost 1 month again, 2 months. Sesekwe meeting with scarf. Now I comply me plenty things them. Where I cannot say editor was compromised. I know that one. Now from there you see me I come out openly for Facebook. You think it's easy for the give some man. For the give some man your Facebook, your password. It make live for your live show for your Facebook. Then one day you just come up for Facebook so can't say that man be compromised. You think it's an ABC. I be give editor for my password. I did like logging in for my Facebook. I use my Facebook, they do live show. I just wake up one day. So boom. I hit he say be compromised. He said take a shock. He called me, tell me say go deal with me. I tell you say they don't you not tell picking for a group for street say go deal with me. It take a shock. But that's the revolution. All of you be invited for the dinner. And if you may form, I will kick you out. So that's it. So you see all of them, Padia Sanga, whatever. You don't need to be distracted about those things. And if editor to no green, they go shoot you for America and kill you. Now young man, when I don't see video them, he like life, he like for go play with the dream bimbo, he like for get women, they go kill you nana. And if he shoot you pam, the person go shoot you in the next 10 years, na millionaire. If they tell editor to say that they give $1 million for stop, it deny, they find the next shooter where they pick you for shooting up, they give you $500,000. You know how much be that money? That money go change somebody's life for street, buy that person house, able for start that person good business. Some person they take that thing, arrange with judge, shoot it, go for jail. Now the same thing with South Africa. When I know how many Nigerians they die, and now South Africa where MTN where they control Cameroon network. Now for South Africa where the company come out, then you think say other people go shit down they watch when they do that dirty. Why they not get some people like where Secretary Chris and President Sako? Now because those people are elderly people, they don't go to social gathering. They know they go for all these young people. Look, you know here where Yannick Siko talk. Most of them. Yannick Siko talk say my life is threatened. I still get that last post. I think so. He said my life is threatened. And with the way I see Southern Cameroon revolution, I don't know the hate and the before. So from today, I'm turning a peace ambassador. Now so Yannick Siko talk. America, they can shoot you. Point blank. Point. So no say, since they don't get President Sako, blackmail and sabotage now the easiest thing. And once they catch you for that web, you are gone. I be don't ask now before, say why you know the editor to ever call. You be ever editor to the call Tabetando. You don't ever editor to call Tabetando again? Na Sako. Sako. You never hear editor to talk anything about school or anything. Now Sako, it's very easy. They had one thing. He said, be the open him up talk and before everyone they follow. Me, now I don't say when I get for be very smart. Me, I compile my file small, before I can explode for merciful truth. Now, why that today I still get AGC their own, waiting for my archive, for their changshu. I compile my file small. I be there for AGC, I just shit on for day. Now, Dela go move me. I just observe everything. Same with SCYL. I be get all day for my phone. I just observe and she don't compile my. I know they do like when I want to go just see Papa. It means you cannot be a spy for the revolution. You know if she done for some place, you just observe. You see, I say this man, you just gather the information. I was there for long. They did not even know. I don't comment anyhow. I don't overuse me WhatsApp. I don't talk so much on pages. So I be there for most of them. And I was able to know everything. So anything I tell you, no suddenly talk about hatred. There are many Southern Cameroonians here where most of them go still fall out. They defy the revolution now with interest. So editor to don't go sins. Sins if you don't go. So don't be distracted about those things. Don't blame them when we get to Buena. The same thing I be telling about Seseko. I just say Seseko say one fight for give Ambazonia victory with diplomacy. He cannot because French is the thief 400 billion. You hear me? I tell you, $400 billion from Africa every year. French people they know they make farm, they know they do nothing. France will for that year. They receive 400 billion for Africa every year. Now, if you, President Siseko, you say you want to take $1 million for give George O'Brien for fight for independence for Southern Cameroon, we will not even think we not object you. We answer say yes, Papa, you can do it. Where you will go meet up any offices, then will they put you for front, will they send your picture, will they call you Mandela. Today, out of your own ignorance, out of your own stupidity. Today, out of your own ignorance and your own stupidity, you don't go enter jail. You want the rule from jail. Where you know say you be don't take balasi bala no fit rule. Now you want rule. We don't deny. Now your other person don't come out say the other president who don't get when a president could say, you don't know he no office, he know in a self-defense. And the self-defense, the push we past anything. Now make a axe. You fit take $1 million win diplomacy where Frenchman get 400 billion. That means any place where we go give $1 million, it did like water for cover beer. Where you want go wash, you take water for cover beer, so you want take shower. Because France get 400 billion. But when that time we not even think we're just supporting our president. We're loyal. We're very, very loyal to President Seseko then. We're so loyal. We did not even question him. We did not. For that amount we want to take. Now just take say, if you go meet us on person, so I'm giving you $1 million. French year. France the only call that person say, sorry. That's my phone. France the only call that person tell you say, we yesterday want you 1 million. We'll give you $1 billion. Drop that case. If you say that person go follow you, that person not follow you. He go tell France say, I beg, I can't for una. Because money speaks. Money speaks. But with where sticks there for ground, $1 million. If we get enough granite, $1 million. If we get good logistics, if all una they sing that political praise, una join we will define sticks, we'll get at least 10 RPG. That $500,000 with good logistics, it will give we 10 RPG. $500,000. That means if we move up for any corner, with good logistics, not be fake one, the one will get for Nigeria, $500,000 go do one. That $500,000, it go make international government back we. It go make La Republique, all that company them, they back we. It go do job past that 1 billion. Now what I see today, La Republique don't turn say, may they start register phone. Because the small $400,000 where we get, we don't sink the economy. Then check, say, If we get for take $1 million, what we go do? Like now we get the world draft. We are the tell on a go finish on a world draft. Check so what we go do. We go do job. Pass anything. Pass that money, we go get some diplomat. How many office? For go from one office to the other, you get for give this money on, give the money on, do this one, do this one. How much 1 million go do? Bet with where? $500,000. We push, get 10 RPG. That 10 RPG, it go broke down the heartbeat of Amazonia for any place where French money interested in. Any place. Now why that be say Eric Tato? I said it's not for hatred. Say could do his own job for Amazonia. Make he leave President Sarko do his own job. So that the next month we go come, we get for encourage him to do his own job. We no go force any person for do another man his job because sounding Cameroons no be the one like dictator Biadi do. May leave bet. Eric Tato no green. So this is it, my people. Just like how President Sarkozy use self-defense today. Tomorrow, some Africa will say that this one I want to use. We go here and we reason them. If you don't answer with it, we say no. We must be smart. We must be smart and don't fall for distractions. Don't fall for distractions. Make sure you share this message very well. Don't fall for distractions. For see a compromised person, no follow na how the person the talk. You follow na action. You follow how ma give you na action now for Eric Tato before I round up this show. Ma tell na how Eric Tato metamorphose from the Gary master wo na be know to now Eric Tato the backing dog in the Facebook. May I explain for una how? When money change hand, attitude the change. One time Eric Tato be the Gary master. Where he be always talk say if you na do this, I go do this. Una do this, I go do this. He the same type tando in him. He be the do actions here and there. Suddenly, the Gary Masters became a white chameleon. It changed. How it changed? Watch him metamorphosis. First of all, you hear say if Facebook don't be disabled. I don't want to tell you now, when I want to like follow na talk. When I want to like literature, we will like na philosophy. Eh? Me, I like philosophy, I think. When I want to like literature. You first hear say Eric Tato say, my Facebook has been disabled. You ask yourself, say they disable Facebook na anyhow. You know, stay pa! You hear to your own fellow comrades, partners of crime. Mark Barata, it took announce say on Facebook don't be disabled. From Facebook it disabled. Una not even open una eyes for follow action. From Facebook disabled. Pap, it's a WhatsApp too don't be disabled. How WhatsApp disabled? WhatsApp number we all would use. My WhatsApp number don't block. They disable my WhatsApp. They did this and that. Did this and that. That drama for almost 2 weeks. Use the own woman, the own. Use this and that. As a wise person, you only observe the action. You today on your own chase board. Me, I get my own here. I don't know that I get your own. I only observe the action. Then I try to get more information. From there, pap, Seseko come. Brado brings Seseko in. Say they don't start talking to Seseko. Would you observe? The day way Seseko use that statement, I observe editor talk. Yeah, they say no, but you know say na Chris Anon do this. As even Chris Anon talk, when man they want talk for people, they check about Chris Anon or they check about your own self. Where that's it Chris Anon provoke me like how? Or for example, as some of that day way, some people they come over and say wata go be like editor. Something tell me say my change. No. If you know yourself, you know be cautious. Why people go talk say, why you go talk say Chris because it's Chris talk this. Now we may say go talk that. Say Kuboli talk and say they don't fail. That means Amazonia not say we all don't fail. So it's very clear. You hear you know we say no be that. Then they start getting my information. You hear now Bass. It's good for us to join Bass. Bass say they want to do baby matter. And Bass has a very large population. Is it about population? The children of Israel never use population to fight. They use only few, and the few overcome the Palestinians all the time. Why should you be chasing over the shadow of population? We are few in the bushes, but to try right up to now, 4 years, like the public military never try we, despite the few were there for bushes. Now for the say the watch person will the change. From baby matter demonstration, you say whether Ambazonian go, then now you get hatred, bitterness come, rootness come. then you know say the spirit of the world don't leave you. I dey teach you na a person the come out from be a great person go off. That means from the Gary Master way you know na system metamorphose. From there, that demonstration for baby matter, where he say like when I no come, I can go myself. He go carry Amazonian flag, go make speech. Despite that, people will see them, will see, say yes, we observe. After baby matter, on a pa, he start enter my trip to Boya. Pa, Sako, pa, women from Amazonia, start coach, start do this, start insult. The one Gary Master. You don't need to tell you, even if before me I want to say whether some person, Bishop Kade and Belamoki, they don't need to tell you. If you are a good philosophy student, revolution are for philosophy student, they're not for rhetoric student. Revolution is not how to mix poems. Revolution is not how to mix poems, rhyming schemes. No. Revolution is about your political analytic mindset. Putting the philosophical A and B's together. If this is this, B is this. Therefore, you complete the statement. Don't waste time. Your therefore out of 100% will hit at least 70. If he was a Gary Master doing this and that, and suddenly became a weak backing dog, chasing the women and insulting the women, therefore, he has been compromised. They don't even need to tell you before President Jeka want to tell you Belamoki. Therefore, complete the statement. That is the truth. That's the truth. Because La Republic know that if they have to raise Seseku to the standard of negotiation, they will have a better deal if they have to sit on any negotiation table. That's the deal. You don't know that? That's why I said philosophy will be the first subject they will teach to all Southern, beginning from primary school, because it enables you to think very high. You ask yourself that why are they promoting Seseku up? It's because if La Republic has to negotiate with a prisoner, it will give them a better deal for La Republic. To negotiate with a free man like President Sako, it will be very difficult. You think why? He's a free man. But Seseku in jail will want his freedom. If it had to be hard, he will try to break it down. That's why I tell you, if you don't have your cheese board, if you don't know how the Frenchmen are pushing their own game, definitely you will not know how to push your own game, Southern Cameroonians. That's the simple thing. If you watch the chessboard, La Republic, it don't move Seseku for Nigeria. You know how much it take for charter a plane? You know how much it take for pay for the agreement? The bilateral agreement between La Republic and Nigeria, do you know? Do you know what it means to carry all those people? Breaking international laws? Do you know what it means? Then fly them. Then for the jail, you start hear everything. You think say na ABC, La Republic, you hear all these things with the talk? And then I don't tell her before and I go say it. Even the woman for Seseku, is she for independence? Are you seen her for the revolution? The wife, have you seen her? No. So there are many things to question. And you see now, Mark Barata, the chameleon, and Eric Tato, they are both of them supporting Seseku in the name of they are fighting for prison. Now, what is there? Is it that they are fighting that Amazonia? They talk say, oh, we have said Seseku is not a Southern Cameroonian? No. He asks them that what are they fighting for? I need to interview those two people. I need to interview them. Let's ask the both of them, what are they fighting for? They will not tell you. Is it that we have said Seseku is not a Southern Cameroonian? No. Is it that we have said Seseku family will not live in Southern Cameroon? No. Is it that we have said we will not respect or honor Seseku for what he has done? No. Then why are they fighting for Seseku? It's because according to the French plan, La Republic will get a better deal on the negotiation table if they have to negotiate with Seseku, because he's an enemy in captivity. That is war. According to that's why we Amazonia, Southern Cameroon, we must have our own plan. The interim government must have their own plan. According to the war, according to everything, if they have to negotiate with Seseku, It's going to be a good deal. Now, how do they get the negotiation? They're not going to look for other people outside. It will be difficult. How to get? They need to look for two prominent activists back the door. That's why I said, don't doubt Padi Asanga. That's why I see if La Republic is attacking me. I know. I've gotten friend requests from all those people. I've gotten people who have called me and said, talk to this, talk to that. I said, no. I know everything that is going on. Before I told you all year that La Republic will come and give people 1 million, they can give people this, it's because I was already informed. I knew after the election, money will start flowing. And more is coming. More. Why did they choose two prominent activists? Why? Because they know the two prominent, as they claim, has the most viewed whatever, will be there to soften the deal and push up Seseko, including the Gary Master Eritato, which had so many cases ahead of him because of the work he did to make sure that people stand straight for Amazonia. They had to use the work for him as a blackmail. So their job they are doing is to raise Seseko up and the so-called VP for them to get a better deal with La Republic. And we say no. So anytime we come and ask them, we are not rejected Seseko. We are not rejecting nobody as an Amazonia. The Amazonian citizen, we have just taken the power away. It's the people's power. That's why if you go to court, they judge you in the name of the people. They don't judge you in the name of Seseko. It's our power. We have just taken it back again. So you all be smart. Be smart, my people. Be smart. I hope I've passed this message to you very well. Share it to your brothers. As you don't hear me for here, those way they don't be for this video from the beginning to the end. Go for back, preach for some person. So, preach for some person. I've often get 1,000 views for the way I talk, but don't mind views. I know my Facebook is being monitored. Not today, not tomorrow. Yeah. Before you see me, everyone can live. The video for don't crack. It's long time. I don't just use now some very old method for can live. I never fit talk for this long time where I don't talk. The video for don't start crack. They hack away, they don't put it from my back if I start crack the video. So that's the difficulties I have, but I don't tell them. Today for morning, I'm making a voice note. I put them for WhatsApp. Yeah. So, my people, let's have a very great evening. I think I don't do my own part for now. Let's be very focused. I don't tell when I say you must brave all odds so that when we get to the negotiation table, make your brain, make our morals be very high. It helps a lot. When you get to the negotiation table with a weak mind, you settle for a weak deal. When you get to the negotiation table with a high moral, you settle for a better deal. So we need to start preparing our minds now, psychologically, mentally, spiritually, upright. That's we are going for the negotiation table. We should be up. And how do we need to do that? Now we get the money. Let's go out, all of us, start looking for means to get the best equipment to break off the heartbeat of Amazonia. That's what we need to do. When we break off the heartbeat of Southern Cameroon, going on any negotiation with La Republic, it will put our morals high. We're going to settle for a great deal. And we all have the job now. I've told you all, it's logistics. Go in and look how you can get equipment. Talk to your interim government. That's what we need now. The money is there. Your draft money is there in your LGAs. Go in and look for materials. Go. That's what we need. Are you seeing our boys are doing it, but we need something if you shoot for 1 kilometer. I repeat and for una every day. It's not about the noise people that they can't talk, say collaboration. That's not what we need. We don't need collaboration. We already have unity and collaboration. What we need now instrument with his strike for 1 kilometer. If you love Amazonia, pass this message to your brother, and sister. Say all of us know we get to the work. Oh, now wanna get better passport. Get to the work and start looking for those equipment. You know what will be the equipments. One with it shoot 1 kilometer. If we get them, La Republic is on end for Southern Cameroon. Yeah, on the end because you see the boys, then you don't see all the videos. Our brothers, they see them for bush. If they get to if you shoot them for 1 kilometer, this war for the end long time ago. Because they see them for all position the way they come. All. So what you think? The money don't they now. The money no for use itself. Now we will get for use the money. So get to job. Get to job. Most of you wanna go school, you study logistics. Get to job. That's what we need. That's what we need now to end this war. Tell everyone, may they know the fool and say unity this. What this interim government need now. When I don't see the boys in for ground their hands, they don't get bare guns again. They get what we call criers. Bam, bam, bam. That's what they have. They have criers. Or when I don't see Jina no pitch their hands. Now, those criers no fit block border. We need something. We come on. Boom. We need that kind of thing. Now we all get for go find them. We get for walk lembambe them for find them. When you get that thing, she done for your bed. Start calculate the day where you go back for home. But when you never get them, you will be confused. They say collaboration. That's not what we need. It's like we collaborate now, we do whatever, even with those one the way they cause distraction, it no go change no nothing. You go only give a venue for people to thief more money. But when we gather, we go find that equipment, that thing what we need. We need a plane to really come out. So 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer. One of his send and distance is send information. They know that they say land on the free. The money they now make all wanna get to job and be concentrated. Be focused. Take your time. Take your time. God bless all now and have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Share this message, punch the love sign. Let me see you all. Punch the love sign. And we could start with we'd already start a classical. We will continue next week Friday. I don't be busy, but next week Friday, I go be free. Next week Friday, every Friday, we'll do our El Clasico back again. Every Friday. So inform everybody about El Clasico. Now $5. When I start keep on $5 now. I know you talk today. When I start keep on $5 from now. The cash app na $wata. If you pay anything we get now $5 we need for support my brother with the fight. $5 now they chop for 1 week. Just imagine $5 now with restoration fighter they use them for 1 week for chop. 1 week. 1 week. So you feel imagine. So go on study keep $wata na the cash app. PayPal na wata move at gmail.com. wata move at gmail.com. Now the PayPal that. The cash app $wata. The PayPal cash app. They know the PayPal wata move at gmail.com. That's the PayPal. If you get anything, if you drop them for day, next time when I come, we'll go talk. Wanna have a blessful evening. Don't forget to like and follow this page if you never do them. Now for you could mostly come on live. May God bless you now and may God have a blessful evening. Bye for now.